Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Friday afternoon from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. for your dose of the health and wellness in a program that is sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide and is now live on the Street 919 FM every Friday from 5:05 p.m. Tune in and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the Street 919 FM this and every Friday from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. It's time that you live.
91.9 is counting down 91 days of Christmas. Yes, 91 days of Christmas. It's karaoke, prizes to be won, giveaways. It's the 91 days of Christmas on the Street. 919 FM.
I could sing a good serenade. Oh, it's Christmas.
Want to furnish your home in style? Stylish Furniture makes this possible. Shop using our affordable layaway options to purchase any of our modern sectionals, dining, living room, or bedroom sets, and receive a dinner voucher for two at Atelier's Restaurant and Lounge. For further information, contact us at 652-2542, 652-2688, and 790-1202. You can also visit any of our branches located at 101 Crackness Village, Princestown, and 51 Rushford Street in San Fernando. Stylish Furniture for the style in you.
From Rocky Point, Clarendon, Jamaica, Colvin George Scott, a.k.a. Coco T, began his recording career in 1974. One of the most versatile and down-to-earth reggae superstars, Coco T is a champion of the needy. On Saturday, 26th of November, Queens Park, Savannah, the Kingdom of Consciousness welcomes the King, King Coco T.
Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you.
Coco T, performing live at Kings of the Earth. Coco T.
Rastaman, no work with the EEA.
This is going to be a sold-out event, so get your tickets now. Exclusively at advertised outlets or online at islandetickets.com. Visit all our social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram for more info. Keywords, Kings of the Earth Concert.
Blessings in the wonderful name of Jesus. My name is Nikki Garcia, and you are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 in the morning on the Street 919 FM radio. Here, Pastor Helen Garcia and my husband, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. Tune in and prepare to be blessed.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Tune into the Street 91.9 FM
every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
for the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Showinal Thomas.
The scripture says, "And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in."
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Sherwin R. Thomas on the Street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Join Pastor Kelvin Heinerine and friends for The Way, The Truth, The Life Radio Ministry, a Church of God ministry, live on the Street 919 FM. from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
This and every Sunday
on the street 919 FM. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except through me. John chapter 14, verse 6. For further information, contact 686-3845, 349-5178, or 342-7303.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the Street 919 FM.
91.9 is counting down 91 days of Christmas. Yes, 91 days of Christmas. It's karaoke, prizes to be won, giveaways. It's the 91 days of Christmas on the Street, 919 FM.
I could sing a good serenade. Oh, it's Christmas.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com. News from the Street 919FM.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 12 o'clock news on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube on Iwer TV. In the headlines, thousands without water as WASA cleans up several water treatment plants. Leptospirosis cases on the rise in TNT. Tax amnesty begins next week Monday, and internationally Hong Kong jails woman for insulting China's national anthem during Olympic celebration. And now the news in detail. Thousands of people across north and east of Trinidad as well as Tobago have been left without water following recent heavy rainfall across the small twin island. At least 12 water treatment plants have become clogged when rising river levels increased silt and other debris in water from rivers or lakes. WASA has since embarked on cleanup efforts at the affected plants, leaving people without a supply of pipe-borne water. WASA said the bad weather being experienced is causing significant challenges at the authority with respect to the surface source treatment facilities. However, the authority expressed optimism about the restoration of service to most of the affected areas within 24 hours if the weather permits. In other news, health officials are warning people against walking through floodwaters. The warning comes as hospitals are seeing an increase in leptospirosis cases as many people seek treatment for the bacterial disease. It is infectious, which is transmitted through contaminated waters or soil that has become infected with dog or rat urine usually, but it may also be transmitted by pigs or cattle and disease. The bacteria enters into the skin or mucous membranes of humans. Again, people are being warned by health officials, use common sense and protect yourself against flood-related health diseases. Tax amnesty is scheduled to take effect on Monday, November 14th. That's next week, Monday. Finance Minister Com Imbert predicts that it will bring in over $600 million in revenue. During his 2023 budget presentation last month, Imbert had said government was poised to earn $300 to $500 million in taxes. He noted that government expects about 30,000 taxpayers to benefit from this amnesty. It will run from November 14th, 2022 to February 17th, 2023. Internationally, a woman who waved a British colonial era flag to celebrate Hong Kong, claiming Olympic gold, has become the first person in the city to be jailed on a charge of insulting the Chinese national anthem. The 42-year-old online journalist admitted to the charge and was given a 3-month jail sentence on Thursday. The woman had waved the flag in a shopping mall where a big screen was showing the medal ceremony following Edgar Chung's victory at the Tokyo Olympics in July 2021. Hong Kong, a former British colony, continues to represent itself separately to mainland China at the Olympics despite having been handed over to China in 1997. And that was the 12 o'clock news on the street 919 FM and online, Facebook and YouTube on Iwer TV. Recapping the headlines, thousands without water as WASA cleans up several water treatment plants. Leptospirosis cases on the rise in TNT. Tax amnesty begins next week Monday, and internationally Hong Kong jails woman for insulting China's national anthem during Olympic celebration. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas.
From the street. News from the street. 919fm.com. Bring back peace on the street.
Bless the world with harmony. There's no greater time for love, no greater time for peace.
This is Karine Ashe urging people. We want peace on the streets. We want unity. Forget the badness. Forget all of that. We want love and peace in this Trinidad and Tobago.
Material rust, crumble into dust. For all who feel the Almighty, important and powerful, christen themselves Majesty. Every knee shall bow, Jehovah alone.
Trinidad to the world. The Street919FM.com.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, so you know we have peace treaty that's happening, and we continue to tell, and spread the peace on the street. So the Street 919 FM embarks on a peace treaty as we aim to bring back peace, love, unity to the streets of Trinidad and Tobago. Remember, there is no life in war, there is life only in peace. The peace treaty on the Street 919 FM. Bring back peace on the streets. Remember too, we embarking also on our Christmas drive. So Christmas is in the air, and it's a brand new Christmas on the Street 919 FM. Right, as we count down 91 days to Christmas, we will be giving away 91 prizes to 91 children. All right, but that's not all. Keeping in the Christmas spirit, we have many more surprises in store, and trust me, the many more surprises going to surprise some of you, our regular callers, some of you who are continuing to, spread the love and the joy for the holidays. So we are embarking on, spreading that Christmas love. So keeping in the Christmas spirit, we have many more surprises in store for you. So keep it locked on the Street 919 FM because it's a brand new Christmas, right? So what we do at this time, as we get ready to go into our interview in a short bit, I want to play a Christmas song, right? I want to play a Christmas song for you, and Trinidad and Tobago, our boss have that Christmas vibes that he normally would give, all right? So we're going to go into that Christmas vibes with our boss, and as you go into that Christmas vibes with him, if you need him for any of your Christmas functions, people have their Christmas vibes, their Christmas lime on work. If you're looking for him to come and do something for you, touch him there, touch with management. I'll get the management number for you, and you can touch with management, and they will tell you how you can get boss to do Christmas vibes with you guys.
Christmas time, hey. Christmas morning, Sandra over by me parang, hey. She says she want wine on Christmas time, hey. Sorry, she don't want that. Rum, she don't want that. Turkey, she don't want that. Ham, she don't want that. Pasta, she don't want none. She don't want that. She say, give me the wine, Christmas time. Give me the wine, so I give she the wine. So it's me and both of them. Hey, Boxing morning, Sandra over by me parangin, and she bring a friend. So it's both of them. Hey, Johnny, she don't want that. Henny, she don't want that. Talk, she don't want that. Pork, she don't want that. Wild meat, she don't want that. The whole fleet, she don't want that. She said, give me the wine, Christmas time. Give me the wine, so I give them the wine. oh God.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world, the Street919FM.com. The Street 91 FM. The Street 91 FM.
Sentenced God to death with falsehood and folly. They blindfold simple people for power and the profit that they get. Some would burn you at the stake, rock you and wheel you out for mere denial or even doubt. With violence and bribery they try. Is your soul they want to buy? Jesus said, come freely, all who labor and are weary. Come rest in me. Christ say, rest in me. And I say, two shall be in the field, one shall be chosen. Oh yeah, two shall be at the wheel, only one will fly. Man, every stone shall be upturned and false government shaken, while God's truth and his people are lifted high. Systems of earth. His truth stands on its own and proves its worth. Yesterday, today, forever. God's statutes changes never. No man true government is when God leads my leaders. Oh, oh yeah. True government is when God instructing the leader. You're listening to the Father. Oh, oh, oh. Will hear me lament for true government from the Parliament, transforming the government, yeah. Affecting the vagrant on the pavement. We want a leader that is heaven sent. Oh, 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 oh. Mathematicians, physicians, politicians.
So while we're getting ready to go live with my guests in studio, you all need to join me on the live in a short bit. So if you're on YouTube, that's Iwer TV on the Street 919 FM, Also on Facebook. On Facebook, the Street 919 FM. So we have some guests in studio. The people who are leadership and service coming to talk to you. They're soliciting your vote. They want you to put them in leadership position in the People's National Movement so that they could prepare to take the nation into, higher heights. So we have one guest in studio already, and I have to show off a little bit, right? I have to show off a little bit, but I won't show off now. I'll show off a little later. So, the guest here? Yeah, bring him in, man. Let the man come in. This real-time radio. Let the man walk in. That's what we're talking about. So, the other guest is here. So, we're going to get into the interview in a short bit. So, two of them come.
And proves its worth. Yesterday, today, forever. God statutes changes never. Woman, true government is when God leading the leader, instructing the leader. We want a government that's tried and true to represent me and you from the Christian crew. Without a word from God, what we gonna do? We want a man from the chosen few. Messengers of God's salvation who ruled over the earth's political fate. Oh yeah, but now thanks to the emergence of secular humanism, they separating the church from the state. Ask King David, Joshua, Samuel, Solomon, all these great folks. The new government without God is guesswork. Without prophetic words to guide, the leader bound to slip and slide. So when all is said and done, they got to know the Holy One to lead my generation, my congregation. Two shall walk in the field, one shall be chosen. Yeah, two shall be at the wheel, only one will fly. Man, every stone shall be upturned and false doctrine shaken. Truth and his people are lifted high, so high. The Father never needed religion or systems of earth. No, his word stands on its own and proves its worth. Yesterday, today, forever. God's promises changes never. No man true government is when God leading the leader, he leading the region, he leading my nation, my generation. With a word for reformation. Me what the congregation sing, yeah. True government is when God leads my leader. When Jehovah Nissi in charge of it, we go have a brighter future for we generations, for we children, yeah.
We
There's no better way in this world for peace and total rest. Tried and tested, Christ's way is the best. No philosophy, no creed could ever supersede what the Holy Bible, wonderful oracle, showing the people. Oh yeah, and two shall be in the field, one shall be taken. Oh yeah, two shall be at the wheel, only one will fly. Every stone shall be upturned and false doctrine shaken, while God's truth and his people are lifted high. Yeah. The Father never needed religion or systems of it. His word stands on its own and proves its worth. Yesterday, today, forever. God's promises changes never. And true government is when God leads the leader. Lead them on, yeah. True government is when God leads my leaders. Oh, oh, yeah. Badila da badila pampade. Serious thing now. Well, hear the message in the rhythm. Oh, yeah. Badila da badila pampade. Problem number one is so plain and simple. Religion, it has sentenced God to death. With falsehood and folly, they blindfold simple people for power and the profit that they get. Some would burn you at the stake, rock you and wheel you out for mere denial or even doubt. With violence and bribery they try. Is your soul they want to buy? But Jesus said, come freely, all who labor and are weary, come rest in me. Christ say, rest in me. And I say, two shall be in the field, one shall be chosen. Oh yeah, two shall be at the wheel, only one will fly. Man, every stone shall be upturned and false government shaken, while God's truth and his people are lifted high, so high. The Father never needed religion or systems of earth. His truth stands on its own and proves its worth. Yesterday, today, forever. God's statutes changes never. No man, true government is when God leads my leaders. Oh, oh yeah, true government is when God instructing the leader. You're listening to the Father. Oh, oh, oh. Will hear me lament for true government, from the president to the parliament, transforming the government.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago. So we are ready to start our interview today. Well, everybody know that that's my song. Anytime I play a Sean Daniel, you know, politics, hardcore politics we're going into. And I just let my guests and they know that they are going to be co-hosted with me until 2 o'clock. So if you have other plans, you have to cancel that. Right? And when we finish, we are, you know, I'm not sponsoring lunch. Somebody other sponsor lunch, you know what I mean? Oh, Trinidad and Tobago, what a beautiful. Outside is still looking nice. Is it overcast? I don't know. It looks overcast. It is. Way. Earlier on today, it was really nice. You know, the place was looking good. So join me on the live Street 919 FM. And you'll see my guests that I have in studio. So we'll go with just explaining to you that I'm having this interview today because the People's National Movement is having their internal elections. Now, the reason why I stressed on internal, because I went to Belmont. I thought it was a general election. I thought it was a launch of some big elections. Then I went to Cuba. I said, but wait now, what's going on here? Then San Fernando East, Rhythm Section, Pelori. I said, but nah, man, something happening that I don't know about. But it's an internal elections for positions in the party that will position the party properly to go into a local government election and a general election. So the persons that you would put, and I'm saying this because I listened to the meeting and I understand that the persons that you're putting in position now will be able to position the party to go into a local or a general elections. So these positions are very important. There was one person I listened to in particular, and that person would have outlined very clear their understanding of the position that they're about to hold, and they placed on the table very palatable, the things that they propose to do. And that person is in the studio today. Now, when it was, the first time I saw this young lady, well, not the first time. Let me don't go there. Let me don't go there. But the introduction, I should say, that a young lady would have gotten from the General Secretary would have shocked a lot of persons, because the way he introduced this young lady to Trinidad and Tobago, it made you wonder, will this person have to be real competent? Because he said, you know, in order for a General Secretary to be effective, I said, what the man preaching about this person, boy? And I would have come to Trinidad and Tobago and ask you if you have ever, you know, if anybody, if any of you know this young lady, and I would have gotten some calls and things, eh? Yeah, some people would have called and endorsed her, and they would have said to me, yeah, Pastor Google, so you need to come on the live. I want to make sure you come on the live so that you can see that I have the young lady in studio today, and this young lady is going to share with you a little bit about her and why she chose to throw her hat into the ring, and you know, and stuff like that. I also have a young man in studio. I know this fella, all my youth, could say it that way. Yeah, all my youth. This gentleman, boy oh boy. So, as I was saying to you guys, I want you to join me on the live, you know. Join me on the live. I want to do a proper introduction. So this is my introduction for you guys. So if you come on the live, you will see my introduction to the first person I'm going to interview. All right? So you have to come on the live to see this. All right? So I'm going to see if you're on the live, you know. If you're not on the live, I ain't starting no interview. I'm going to play music. Ooh! What? People come on the live, boy. What? What? People on the live, boy. All right. So we ready to go. We ready to rumble. So send your questions also, eh? Send your question on the live so that they can answer some of the questions that you will want to know about. So this is my introduction to the first person that I'll be interviewing today. So join me on the live, Trinidad and Tobago, and look at this.
Now, a good General Secretary deserves a good assistant. Lest there be any doubt in the minds of party members, we went into San Fernando East constituency, the constituency of Patrick Augustus Mervyn Manning. And we found the chairman there. Her name is Patricia Alexis. I ask you to support her as our next Assistant General Secretary.
So here we're going on. So when I see him say all of that, I say, but ain't nobody get to see who is this lady. So you know me, I like to do my homework. So I went and found this beautiful picture, Trinidad and Tobago. I went and got a picture, you know. Me played that. If you're a reporter, you have to report properly. So he said who the person was, but nobody see who the person was. You understand? So I went and got a picture. And I put up a picture of the beautiful, the adorable Miss Patricia Alexis. But hear what? That wasn't all. Let me show you something. So I say, okay, yeah, you could be all that pretty, but I wonder if you know, some people best they close their mouth and let everybody feel you're bright. But that wasn't all. The young lady would have spoken at the meeting in Pleasantville. You understand? I gave only a little flashback because you know I played all these things already now. That's why it's there, because I played it. All right? So I'm giving you all a little flashback. So this is Miss Alexis addressing the meeting at San Fernando East. Listen to this, Trinidad and Tobago. This is the lady that Minister Foster Cummings wants as his Assistant General Secretary. Listen to her.
And he votes in San Fernando East. So I stand here today, honored and proud to say that I too am a product of San Fernando East. I am proud to say that I have served as a polling clerk in the 2010 election. And also proud to let you know I cried like a baby that night when we lost the election. I am proud to say that I have operated as area manager for Marabella, South Vista Bella, for Monrepo. I have had the honor of being the assistant campaign manager as well as the campaign manager for San Fernando East. I am a proud member of the Women's League and a proud member of our executive, chairman of the San Fernando East executive. And were it not for you, San Fernando East, I would not be able to stand here so confidently offering myself for the position of Assistant General Secretary.
So I will stop there. So, Trinidad and Tobago, you know, so I give all you all, little snippets and everything that you would need for me to introduce this young lady to you guys. Gentlemen, hold on, I'm coming to you. You hold on. The ladies are first. So, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good evening, Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
And how are you?
I am very well. I'm so happy to be in your company.
I catch you.
You really did.
You didn't expect all that introduction, eh?
You really did.
That's good. I'm really happy to have you in the studio. You know why? Because when I heard the introduction that Minister Foster Cummings, Honorable Minister Foster Cummings would have given to you, I said, but who is this lady that he just endorsed? You know, you would have taken a lot of persons by surprise, because for somebody like Minister Foster Cummings to endorse you the way he have been endorsing you on all the platforms, it says that you have something to offer to the People's National Movement that he don't see it in anybody else. Why you have chosen to serve, or you have chosen to present yourself to be the Assistant General Secretary for the People's National Movement.
So firstly, Google, I just want to thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
And to also say good morning to all the listeners. And of course, to my constituency, San Fernando East.
You're the #1 station, eh? And all the people from San Fernando East just listen to the station, eh?
So I want to say good morning to my San Fernando East family and my PNM family before we get into the meat of things. So I have, you said that, people would want to know why I would receive such an endorsement. But really and truly, I have been working with the PNM. I've been a part of the PNM since 2008. And, I always share this story of me going to meet Mr. Manning on the coffee and really going with regards to other matters. And on that evening, I left having signed a membership form and been assigned to Party Group 44. And that is when my journey began with the PNM, and everything changed with regards to my relationship with the PNM. So that I have operated on so many levels. As a committee member, as in a party group, I was also a committee member of my of the executive of San Fernando East. I then moved to the PRO. I was the secretary in the Women's League. I would have been doing my thing, serving, functioning within the constituency. And before you know it, I then started operating on a national level. I would be asked to serve on certain committees and so on. Right? I've had the honor of working on the Central Executive and the General Council. Managed the campaign for the 2015 election and so to the 2020 general election. So that I've been working in the background, providing support. I keep saying support is my strength. And so now we've come to this place where I'm offering myself to serve in yet another capacity for the PNM, for the people of the PNM.
So the role of the General Secretary, what what do you understand it to mean? If you have to explain it to the listeners of the Street 919 FM and the viewers, somebody might be saying a secretary is just to sit down and take notes. What's so big in that? I don't see no big all this campaigning for assistant. You know, you're going to be the secretary is the assistant.
Yeah.
Well, that's sort of, you know, for the man on the ground who really don't see it as being anything substantial.
Okay.
What would you say to them to let them know the seriousness and why they should really think about putting you? What is the role of the Assistant General Secretary of the People's National Movement?
So let's talk about the role of the General Secretary, so we understand
the role of the assistant.
Where I will fit in.
Beautiful.
Right? So the General Secretary.
Go ahead.
The General Secretary is actually the engine room of the People's National Movement. It's a very, very critical role. The functioning of the PNM, whether it be the party groups, whether it be the administration, every single decision for the PNM comes through the office of the General Secretary.
People would think is the political leader.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Right, so the administration of the PNM is managed by the office of the General Secretary. Right? So that my role as assistant will be to provide support to the General Secretary in various areas to ensure that we remain ahead, ensure that we remain in touch, ensure that our party functions as it should moving forward.
Right. So, understanding that, what do you bring to the table?
So what do I bring to the table? I bring experience.
Right.
And in the form of, you see, why I keep making mention of the fact that I started as a committee member, and then I would have gone to the Secretary of the Women's League, then I would have gone to the PRO of the constituency executive, then I would have become the chairman. So the benefit of that is, having worked at all those levels, you understand exactly how things function. You understand the operation. You understand the pros and the cons. You understand the issues that arise when serving at all those levels. So that's the benefit that you get from having worked through the party system.
Beautiful.
Yeah, because you have a different eye for things. So basically that is where the experience comes, right? On a personal level, I have over 20 years of management experience. And my focus has always been administration. So administration is nothing new to me. I also serve as the chairman of the Rural Development Company. I'm the chairman there. So that in terms of being able, the skill set is there. Right? Coupled with a genuine understanding of the People's National Movement, how we operate, what our culture is, what the issues are, how we do business.
Beautiful.
So with that combination, I feel that I will be able to bring some real value to the office of the General Secretary.
When I listened to you on, what night it was in San Fernando? What night that was?
That was Tuesday
night. You said some things that jumped out at me. And I'll tell you what are those things. I listened very carefully, you know. Well, I'm in the media, so I should be able to listen. You said about, and let me tell you why what you said was very strategic and very influential. You talked about people who want to join the party should be able to join the party online.
Yes.
So you would be able to go online, fill out a form, and if you have a credit card, a debit card, or whatever, you could pay your dues, whatever. You made that point. And then yesterday, my colleague Aisha Wells was saying that there were people who are interested in joining the party. And I said, wow, look at how the transition is going to become so easy that if somebody sends us a message on our Facebook page and they said, hey, we want to join the People's National Movement, we can send them to whatever link that you are going to set up so that persons will be able to fill out a form and join the party. You see how I was listening to you? You see how I was listening to you?
Yes, I appreciate that.
I want you to talk a little bit about those things. What are some of the things that you're going to make, that you're going to try to create or become a little easier for people to know what is happening in that line of the Assistant General Secretary and the General Secretary that will make people, you know, that kind of, yeah, boy, the party becomes more palatable, more attractive.
Yes.
What are some of the things that you plan to do?
So the main focus at this point, remember, our party is in transition.
Right.
All right. We are a great party, but in order to remain great and to stay ahead, we have to transition. All right. So one of the main plans is that of modernization of the party.
Right.
All right. Because we still are very attractive as a party. We are not an ordinary institution. And basically, we are the people's national movement. Everything we do is centered around people.
Right.
And if we are to be centered around people, we need to create avenues for people to be able to have direct access to us. So, yes, we spoke about making membership a lot easier, that you don't have to wait for a physical form and fill it out.
Right.
Not in this technological age.
No.
Yeah?
Beautiful.
Right? So that's one of the things. Also, we're looking at bringing P&M services so much closer to our people. So we have Balize House.
Right.
And Balize House carries a lot of history with it.
Right.
So we're not doing away with Balize House. But we also understand the importance of regional offices.
And I heard you talk about that on
Correct.
Tuesday.
And that's something that's very close to my heart.
Yes.
Because I feel that if you are a member in Erin, if you are a member in Point Fortin, if you are, you shouldn't have to traverse all the way to Balize House in Port of Spain to get basic information, to get basic P&M services.
Right.
So we want to make sure that we are accessible.
Beautiful.
And once we are accessible, you find that our communication will improve.
Yes.
Because people will be able to have that kind of hands-on experience with us. So that is one of the things that it's very close to my heart,
right.
and it's something that I'm really looking forward to working with the General Secretary
on getting off the ground.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But if someone said something, I wanted to just look at and endorse what somebody is saying. That's correct, Pat. When you come through the party, you are able to function in the party and understand how the ground works.
Yeah.
Let me say good afternoon to Miss Abigail Cox.
Hi, Abby.
So that was Abigail Cox's statement endorsing what you would have talked about a while ago. And so I like how you and that's basically what people want to hear. The real things, the tangible things that they can see, touch and feel and hear. Because, don't give them no pie in the sky dream that, when you become General Secretary, I will be taking notes. I will be
definitely.
I will be very meticulous in everything that is said in the meetings. And, don't worry yourself. I wouldn't omit anything. And, I will make sure that those things are well recorded. No, people, that is all. No, these are other things that I would try to put in place to make things easier and more accessible for the man on the ground. And you come on the right station, the street.
Definitely.
This is the man on the ground.
Definitely.
This is the real man on the ground you're talking to here.
My people.
Your people, right? If you were to, point out somebody who would have been a General Secretary, or not somebody, but, the party, as you said, is a great party. It has been around for, how much years now?
Yeah.
66 years. They would have had General Secretaries before. And I'm sure they would have paved the way for you to want to one day, aspire now to be the Assistant General Secretary. What would you say would have done that?
I'll tell you what. I believe that anyone that has offered to serve needs to be specially acknowledged.
Okay.
Because with service comes sacrifice. Anybody that has served before me would have sacrificed their time, would have sacrificed their family, because politics is very consuming.
Beautiful.
Would have sacrificed, sometimes people sacrifice their profession in order to move forward with the P&M.
Right.
And therefore, so I wouldn't outline any one particular person. What I will say is I respect every person that made that kind of decision to serve the party in that capacity. It is not an ordinary responsibility. It's not an ordinary sacrifice. And anybody that decides to offer selfless service should be recognized and should be honored.
Wow. There are some constituencies who are don't have a member of parliament from the People's National Movement. And some of them, to be quite honest and frank, things that once you're not under the banner of the government, people don't have any interest in them. As the Assistant General Secretary, working with the General Secretary, what would you do, or what would you say to that person who might be living in a constituency that is not run by a member of Parliament for the People's National Movement? What would you do to win them or capture their support, or to make them know that, hey, even though you are not under a member of Parliament for the People's National Movement, we still have concerns? And because I see it in Couva, I watched that turnout in Couva said a lot. But what comforting words would you say to them?
So it's interesting that you raised that. I'm the chairman of San Fernando East, but I'm also the coordinator for the Oropouche West constituency. And I should say a very special morning to Oropouche West, because they have been so supportive during this process. And yes, constituencies that are not considered winning PNM, constituencies who have other MPs, there are challenges in those constituencies. The thing is, the PNM has a coordinator system, and coordinators are supposed to be something that resembles that of a shadow MP. So you try to ensure that, the PNM stays alive in those areas, that we are organized, and that those people, their needs are addressed just as well as if there's another, if there's an MP. In that constituency. Some of the things that I can say that I do already with Oropouche West is we spend a lot of time collecting data and trying to understand the issues and seeing how, despite the fact they don't have an MP, there's strength in being organized. Right. There is strength in keeping communication open, because that is how we can be aware of the issues. That is how we can address them. It's so important that we listen, Google.
So we're going for a break and come back. Don't touch your dial, Trinidad and Tobago.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM. 91.9 is counting down 91 days of Christmas. Yes, 91 days of Christmas. It's karaoke, prizes to be won, giveaways. It's the 91 days of Christmas on the street. 919 FM.
I could sing a good serenade. Oh, it's Christmas.
Ambrosia. First annual Fusion Chutney meets Soca Cool Effect is on at Twin Walls Gulf City, San Fernando on November 12th. Come and hear the fused musical sounds of live bands of Chutney and Soca artists. Ravi B and Karma, Super Blue, Farmer Nappy, Nessa Preppy, Ding Dong, K.I. and the band, The Rani, along with some of the best DJs. Music by DJ Elon, DJ Anna, and Ultra Simo. Sonny Blaine will be the host and MC. This event is expected to be a spectacular one, with lots of exciting giveaways of Ambrosia makeup to the first 100 patrons. Call us at 229-9018 or 229-4530 and book your tickets for the early bird special, paid by 12th October.
Kings and queens, the return to consciousness is here.
One thing I can do, one thing I can say. Almighty God, I lead the way.
Performing live at the biggest reggae concert for the year. Kings of the Earth. Welcome the original fireman, Anthony B. Anthony B.
Wine and roses for my baby.
Anthony B. Live from the Queen's Park Savannah, Saturday, 26 November. Get your tickets now. Visit all our social media platforms. Keywords, Kings of the Earth Concert.
Every Friday, it's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays with MC Duke and Selector Kochi from 6 straight to 9 p.m. blazing all the latest and past soca hits. So remember, make it a line, make it a day, rock and come in, It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays on the Street 919 FM. You don't know.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution, with over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy. We specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday
from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
right here on the street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
Hi, Trinidad and Tobago. This is yours truly, Pastor Charles, streaming live from Port of Spain, Trinidad, Marival Road, 91.9. Our services start from, 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning from the first, the second, and last Wednesday of the month. We are going to have a T-R-M-E time in the presence of God. We will be praying, praise God, for our nation. We'll be praying for families. We'll be praying for those that are sick and those that are in need. Truly to the best station, 91.5 FM Street Live, Port of Spain, Marival.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., to the Children's Hour Worship Ministry of the Word and the Family Forum every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., The Law and You, and every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All Night Prayer Live, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy and walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-1113 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
If you realize it, yeah, that's my favorite song. You know?
All right.
That's my favorite. That's my song. Everybody even wants to know they want to know if I on. That song had to play. So we are back, Trinidad and Tobago. We are back. Remember, you can share the live on Street 919 FM Facebook page. Join us, and you would see who I have in studio. Yeah, the young lady who I've been boasting about. I've been sharing with you this young lady. All right, and you can also join us on YouTube. Some of us who, you know, you're not on Facebook, but you're on YouTube. And I want to say good afternoon to all the persons on YouTube. So our YouTube numbers are looking really good, you know, boy. Yeah, the YouTube numbers looking good. So to my YouTubers, good afternoon to you guys. And to my Facebook people, good afternoon to you guys. There was a question that came to mind that I wanted to ask you. What are some of your accomplishments as a coordinator? Because some people think that coordinators who are involved in constituencies, as I said before, which are not represented by the People's National Movement, coordinators, they're just a figure of speech. Right. They don't really do that.
Okay, so my challenge has been that I was made coordinator just before COVID.
Okay.
So we were on lockdown, and basically, so we weren't able to have meetings. What we did was basically all my efforts with the constituency was to make sure that they were okay in terms of, you know, the supplies that was being that were being offered, right? And that would have taken the form of hampers, that would have taken the form of laptops for children, devices for children that needed support. So only now that I don't want to say that we passed COVID, but now that we are able to gather, now we would have started meeting, coming up with a strategy in terms of how we plan to operate. We just came out of we just had our AGMs, so we have our party groups formed, and we like I told you, there's strength in being organized.
Right.
So we're making sure first that the constituency is organized, which is the role of a coordinator.
Okay.
All right. And once we are organized, we already have a plan for the term in terms of what are some of the things we'd like to achieve and how we're going to go about achieving it.
Okay.
Yeah. So to speak of accomplishments, the timing was a little off in terms of when I was assigned, but I do look forward to working with Oropouche West, and I anticipate that. Well, you know, I'm from San Fernando East. I was trained under Patrick Manning, so we only deal with excellence, and we want to, if we have to let them be a flag bearer for constituencies that have coordinators, that's really what we're working towards.
Let me say good afternoon. I was told to say good afternoon to a lady who listens to me every day, and somebody that you would know very well, Miss Hazel Manning.
Oh my gosh! Good afternoon, Mrs. Manning.
I was told, you know, that I neglect to say good afternoon at times to her, who never missed my program.
You see? And suppose now is a good time for me to also reach out to my Member of Parliament, Honourable Brian Manning, one of my biggest supporters.
Really?
Very, very, very supportive. You can't get support like that anywhere else.
You sure about that?
Yes, so once he's listening, I just want to send a special good afternoon to my Member of Parliament, Honourable Brian Manning.
Well, seeing that you say that, I wonder if you're sure you know you're saying he support you?
I am certain. I have no doubt.
Oh, I ain't sure.
Good for you. You have wrong information.
Well, let me confirm that now.
Let's do that.
We need to confirm that, because I don't want you to go on false hopes. You know. Yeah,
I assure you. I assure you.
I want you can confirm that? Send it now if you can confirm. Yes, send it. I want to confirm that. We need to confirm that. You didn't say so, Mr. Bipak?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't be saying
those things.
Yeah, you can't
all right,
be saying
I'll
those
sit
things.
back. You do your do. Do your investigation.
Let me investigate and see,
You
Mr.
do.
Bipak, if this is true. If this is true, is it true? Okay, let me see somebody. But he ain't saying nothing, eh? I thought somebody had something to say.
All right.
If people moving slow. So, Mr. Manning, do you really support Miss Patricia Alexis as the next assistant? You know, let me see. I want to hear. I want to see for myself. All right. So
I want you to see too.
Okay. Well, people, if you want to see, come on the live. Let's see if Mr. Manning really endorsed this young lady for the Assistant General Secretary of the People's National Movement. So you need to come on the live. Wait. Don't you talking too fast, man. Let's go on the live and see. So join us on the live now, and you will see if Mr. Brian Manning support Miss Patricia Alexis. Ready to see me, Pat?
Yeah.
Let me see, Let's see. People laughing on the live, all kind of thing. Let's see if this is true.
Hi, I'm Brian Manning, MP for San Fernando East, and I endorse Ms. Patricia Alexis for the position of Assistant General Secretary in the upcoming People's National Movement's internal election. Ms. Patricia Alexis is a hard worker. Vote for Patricia. She will work hard for you.
What? We saying? No, wait, just now.
That's my MP.
No. We say that over. You sure you ain't copy and paste that one voice?
Brian Manning, MP for San Fernando East, and I endorse Ms. Patricia Alexis for the position of Assistant General Secretary in the upcoming People's National Movement's internal election. Ms. Patricia Alexis is a hard worker. Vote for Patricia. She will work hard for you.
Who is this boy? The man turned to the command point and thing. Who is this I see there? What? So, all right. Let me see if he really endorsed you, ain't you? Let me hear what his endorsement will be. If you're saying he endorsed you, right, Mr. Alexis? He endorsed you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I see like you have you have real files.
Yeah, I have files about you see that? You saw this, Mr. Alexis? You saw this, Mr. Alexis?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see this?
No, I didn't.
Well, you see, we have something to watch today. So you have to make come on the live and see this one. Yeah, we have something to play today. So you need to come on the live. The Street 919 FM Facebook page and also on Iwer TV. So Mr. Alexis, you didn't see this one?
I didn't.
So you think people should come and see this one? Because you never see it.
Well, yeah, I never saw it, so let's see.
Let's see.
You're
hoping that he says so. You hope that he don't contradict what he said before.
Not my MP. Not my MP.
All right, let's go. We're going to see now. So, who's the handsome fella you talking to today? Seems familiar.
You think so?
Yeah,
Mr. Brian Manning, PNM internal elections have started, and you have endorsed Ms. Patricia Alexis for the Assistant General Secretary. Why?
Well, I've worked with Ms. Patricia Alexis for the past few years, and I found her to be an extremely diligent person and someone who works extremely hard for the people of San Fernando East. So I expect that she will also work hard for the people of the People's National Movement.
Great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What the man say? I have a little slogan going there, boy. See, you got a real big endorsement.
That's my MP.
You didn't see that one coming?
No, I didn't. I really didn't.
Tip my hat off to you. Yeah. You can hold secrets from you then.
I realize. Keep my eyes on you.
Me yet? So, what would you say to people? The days are counting down. This evening you all will be at Laventille, soliciting the votes of the party groups and people of Laventille. What would you say to somebody who haven't yet made up their mind about you?
I'd say to them that, firstly, this election is a very important election. You see, in any organization, any serious organization, from time to time, there has to be transition. And during that process of transition, we have to assess where we are and where we want to go. And truth be told, if we are to be honest to ourselves as PNM members, we've already done that reassessment. And we've already decided on some of the things that we would like to see change or improve. And so this is your opportunity to ensure that your party is where it needs to be moving forward. I have offered myself, along with a team with all of us have individual skill sets. In terms of myself, I have worked with the party at different levels, constituency, national. I have acquired the knowledge and the experience. I bring newness, I bring vibrancy, I